Hello, how's everybody doing? As you guys know, my name is Jacquet, and I am in the real estate, insurance, and finance industry. And I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for liking and sharing and telling the videos up, the vlogs up, and a live stream. For those of you that do participate on the live streams, thank you guys for all your support and everything else that you guys have been supporting me on. So guys, today I wanted it to kind of come in and talk to you guys a little bit about something with regards to the dynamic of poverty, which is something that's super important and something that we should be looking into and taking it more serious and to really looking at the diversity of dynamics and what does it actually means for different neighborhoods, and what does it actually means for an individual, or what does it actually mean for a family, and also what does it really mean for our government, our policymakers. What does that really entail? All right, guys. So as you guys know, when it comes to poverty, the dynamic itself of poverty, there is a foundation of that. There's a thicker layer than just the word. There's a thicker layer, a deeper foundation than just the facade of what it is. So that's the one part I want to talk to you guys about. I want to kind of share light in this video to kind of show you guys, and explain, the foundation of dynamic of poverty. Number one, poverty is something that's, I would say that's passed on generation, and at times it's difficult and tough for somebody to move out of poverty without a strong mindset. If we look at animals for an example, let's look at the lion. Whoever died and made the lion king of the jungle, right? I never recall anybody ever died and made the lion king of the jungle. So that's something that was installed into the animal kingdom. The lion is the king of the jungle, especially has the hair and everything else. But beyond all that, a lion doesn't say, oh, can I have this? Can I take this? They just go and do it. Have you guys ever seen a lion hunt? They just go and do it. So it's a matter of spirit. It's a matter of, how bad do you really want it? How serious is this for you? Or how do you really want to get this? Is this really something that you need? If you think about it, let's look at, a cheetah for an example. A cheetah has only X amount of minutes to catch its prey. So therefore, they make sure every move is calculated. Same thing with, dynamic of poverty. Every move is calculated. Whether it's, the government calculating how is poverty, how to, help folks out of poverty, or how to, keep poverty at a level, how to keep things afloat. Whether it's social scientists looking into studying to see how folks is doing into dynamic and into poverty, or whether it's just folks trying to deal with, poverty itself. Because poverty is one of those things. It's also a state of mind. And the way I look at it is, if your state of mind is strong and is strong enough, then therefore you could overcome poverty. You just have to understand that it's not something easy, but you can overcome it and be on the other side of the fence of looking at it. On the other hand, what is poverty? Poverty for one person is different for another. Poverty for one country is different for another. Poverty for a state is different for a different state. So that's the one thing is to start to look at it from categories and start to look at it from different point of views and to see how is this poverty actually being formulated. Then once you start to understand that, then you'll start to understand how to best to deal with poverty, how to best to deal with, started to come out of it. Then you'll start to understand how to actually deal with it. So guys, ways to deal with poverty is number one, is to create a different atmosphere for you when it doesn't exist. you know, and to keep on going when you fall so many times. Because number one, it's something that's gonna be new, so you have to expect trial and error. You know, you have to expect recalibration. You have to expect all these things, because once you start to master these things, then you start knowing how to deal and cope with the situation at hand. Then once that start happening, then you'll start formulating a different group. When I say different group, not that you're getting into a group of folks, but things that you used to talk about, you'll start to change those things. Things that you used to do, you will start to do different things. So that's the other piece of looking into poverty, because poverty, number one, if we start looking at into cities, different cities in a state, you'll see that there's certain cities that within that state that's categorized. Some folks will say, oh, that's the poor side, that's the ghetto, that's the, that's that type of neighborhood. And some other folks will say, oh no, that's the middle class, that's the upper middle class. Some folks will say, oh, that's the rich side. And so everybody, is in a different category. So it's the same thing when we're dealing with poverty. Poverty, you have to categorize it and see, okay, I am here. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to move? Okay, you know what? I know I want to move here. I want to move there. So you got to start making adjustments. Within making those kind of adjustments, then you'll start to see, things will start to change slowly. Number one, your speech is going to start changing. Your performance is going to start changing. Your mindset going to start changing. Folks around you will start changing. And you will lose some folks, you will gain new folks. You will gain new folks, you will lose some old folks. That's just how it is. Change is one of those things that requires action. Every action, there's a reaction behind it. You can't expect to react to something and then for there not be any reaction. The thing is, of looking into that, every decision, there's a consequence behind it. So if you choose to do, say for an example, all your friends is they going to school and you kind of took a break. Okay, while they were going through their hard time of schooling, now it's you decided, okay, when they're done now, it's time for you to go to school, but at the same time you was partying the whole time they were in school, which is perfectly fine, no problem. But now understand as well, now it's their time to start doing different things, and it's your turn to start looking at the hard part, which is dealing with, the studying, the late night studying, and you might gain weight. Some people lose weight because they up late at night eating, and some of them is up late at night drinking coffee, so they're not eating. So you got to deal with all these types of components. Same way with poverty. You have to do something to get yourself out of it. You have to do something. You have to create an action where there is no action to get yourself up and going and moving and out of that situation. If you have not done so, nothing will actually change. Because reason being, you need to create something to make something happen. You just have to do something different for something to actually come out of it. It's like a diamond. A diamond wasn't a beautiful diamond without, at first it was just a stone. But through pressure and cutting and breaking, it becomes a precious stone. It's the same principle. Some action had to be done for this diamond to be precious. So don't expect for anything to happen without actually you putting work forward, without you actually doing something that is required, some kind of action, some kind of force behind what you're about to do. However, you will enjoy the reward once that takes place. So guys, don't forget, to subscribe, share, and like, and share with your friends, with your neighbors. And like I said, I'm Jean Jacquet. You are watching this on JW Jacquet channel. And don't forget to share this with anyone that's in your circle so that they could benefit from this message just as you. I do appreciate you all, and I love you all. And I am in the real estate, insurance, and finance industry. If there's ever any questions, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to talk to you guys, to respond to anything for you guys. Leave a comment down below, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. All right, guys, and I'll see you guys soon. I do go live from 11 a.m. till noon on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you guys want to come to my live stream, I would love it. I'll definitely welcome every single one of you guys with your friends, your family, to join me Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 to 12. All right, love you guys.